Hello, I am Marcia Ferranto, Chief Executive Officer of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund. Today, we release the 2021 Preliminary Fatality Report. The National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund is the leading authority on line of duty deaths, and the report that you will hear today is staggering. Here to bring you the data is retired Connecticut State Police Sergeant and our very own Executive Director of our Officer Safety and Wellness Program, Troy Anderson. Troy?
Thank you, Marcia. It is my true honor to have the occasion to deliver the 2021 end-of-year preliminary National Law Enforcement Officers Fatality Report. As a retired law enforcement professional who has experienced firsthand the impact of line-of-duty deaths, I can share that the magnitude of this type of loss is everlasting in the hearts and minds of those left behind to continue the work of public safety. This preliminary report affords our nation an opportunity to further understand the causative factors that kill our nation's law enforcement officers during 2021. While much of this report is delivered through numbers and statistics, it is paramount that we keep in mind that every number here represents someone's loved one, a life, a son or daughter, a mother or father, a law enforcement officer who made the ultimate sacrifice for a profession that they believed in and died for. We must never forget this loss and the enduring effects to the families, agencies, and the communities they represented. According to preliminary data compiled by the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, as of December 31st, 2021, 458 federal, state, county, tribal, campus, and municipal law enforcement officers died in the line of duty. This is an increase of approximately 55% from the 295 officers killed during the same period last year, and is the highest total line of duty officer deaths since 1930, when there were 312 fatalities. This year's statistics demonstrate that America's frontline law enforcement officers continue to battle the deadly effects of the COVID-19 pandemic in the performance of their duties. Preliminary data shows that 301 officer fatalities have been identified as being caused by COVID-19 this year, and this number appears to be increasing almost daily. COVID-19 related fatalities continue to be the single highest cause of law enforcement deaths in 2021. The dramatic increase in traffic-related fatalities in 2021 is also cause for concern for law enforcement agencies nationwide. In 2021, 58 officers died due to traffic-related causes, such as single vehicle crashes, vehicle collisions, motorcycle crashes, and struck-by incidents. These 58 traffic-related fatalities are an increase of 38% compared to 42 deaths during the same period last year. Tragically, struck-by fatalities have increased an extraordinary 93% over the last year. In 2021, 84 officers died from felonious assaults, including 61 officers killed in the line of duty because of firearms, 11 officers killed in struck-by incidents, and 3 in auto crashes, where the subject was either fleeing the police or an intoxicated driver was involved. In addition, 4 officers were beaten to death. 2 died from 9/11 related illness, and 3 officers stabbed to death. The 61 officers killed feloniously by firearms represents a 36% increase over the 45 officers killed feloniously by firearm in 2020. The leading circumstance of firearms fatalities were officers killed in ambush-style attacks. A total of 19 officers were killed in ambush attacks in 2021, a significant increase over only the 6 such attacks in 2020. Of the 458 preliminary law enforcement line-of-duty deaths this year, firearms-related fatalities are the single leading cause of law enforcement deaths. These deaths represent a 38% increase over the same period last year. Of the 62 firearms fatalities, 19 were ambushed and killed. 8 were investigating suspicious activities or persons. 7 were attempting an arrest. 7 were killed responding to domestic disturbance calls, which led to a tactical situation and an ambush. 7 disturbance calls, which led to a tactical situation. 3 were killed during traffic enforcement, which led to an ambush. 3 were fatally shot responding to burglary or robbery in progress calls. 3 involved drug-related investigations. 2 were killed during tactical encounters. 2 were inadvertently and accidentally shot and killed. And 1 was killed during an encounter with a suicidal subject. Handguns were the leading type of firearm used in fatal shootings of law enforcement officers in 2021. Of the 62 officer fatalities, 32 were killed with a handgun. 8 were killed by rifle, 4 were killed with shotguns, and 1 was killed by the officer's own weapon. The type of firearm used in the remaining 17 fatalities is still under investigation or unknown at this time. Of the 62 firearms-related fatalities, 8 occurred in the month of October, making it the deadliest month for law enforcement in 2021. There were 58 officers killed in traffic-related incidents in 2021, compared to 42 during the same period last year, a 38% increase. Of the 58 traffic-related fatalities, 19 were automobile crashes involving a collision with another vehicle or fixed object. 9 were single vehicle crashes and 27 were struck by fatalities. This year, 3 officers have been killed in motorcycle crashes, which is the same number killed in motorcycle crashes in 2020. Of particular concern for law enforcement is the sharp increase in struck by incidents where an officer was hit by a vehicle while outside of their patrol vehicle. In 2021, this was the leading circumstance for traffic-related officer fatalities. Struck by fatalities represent an increase of 93% over the same time last year. The single largest category of officer fatalities in this report is the other category, which contains a wide variety of health-related deaths and other line-of-duty fatalities. There are 338 officers included in the other category, including COVID-19. Preliminary data reveals that 338 officers died of other causes in 2021, compared to 208 line-of-duty fatalities in this category last year during the same time period. This represents a 63% increase in fatalities over 2020. These include 25 officers who died in the line of duty from health-related illnesses such as heart attacks, strokes, and 9/11 related illness. In addition, 4 officers were beaten to death and 4 officers drowned in 2021. There were 2 officers stabbed to death. 1 was killed when their patrol vehicle was swept away by floodwaters, and 1 was killed in a tornado. Of the 458 confirmed law enforcement line of duty deaths from January 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2021, preliminary reports demonstrate COVID-19 related fatalities are the single leading cause of law enforcement deaths. To date, 301 COVID-19 related fatalities have been identified by the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial and/or reported by departments, and it is anticipated that a significant number have yet to be reported by agencies. To properly identify these cases, the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial, which is the leading national authority on certifying official line-of-duty deaths, implements a stringent review process, which includes agency submissions, medical report evaluations, and peer committee review. The National Law Enforcement Memorial and its COVID-19 task force work with the agencies to determine whether the officers experienced direct exposure to individuals with COVID-19 while they were performing in their official law enforcement capacity. In 2021, the state of Texas experienced the largest number of law enforcement fatalities in the United States, with 84 line-of-duty deaths. Florida had the second highest number, with 52 officer deaths, and Georgia suffered 39 officer deaths. Only 10 states in the District of Columbia did not lose an officer this year. There were 417 male officers killed in the line of duty and 41 female officers. The average age of the fallen officers was 48. With 17 years of service, on average, officers left behind 2 children. We strongly believe that the data contained in this preliminary report provides a platform and an opportunity to look deeper into what causes are killing our officers nationally. The subject of this report is a significant tool for consideration when taking proactive measures to effect enhanced training opportunities and policies to make the profession safer for all officers. The ongoing mission within the Officer Safety and Wellness pillar of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund is to keep names off of the wall. Our flagship program, Destination Zero, is a repository of best practice law enforcement, safety, wellness, and resilience programs from around the country. Through our ongoing research, technical assistance briefings, awards, and partnerships, our extensive portfolio is designed specifically to make the vocation of American law enforcement safer for those who serve. For additional information on our Destination Zero Program Resource Center, please visit destinationzero.org. And for more information to our Officer Safety and Wellness mission and support programs, please visit lawmemorial.org. Be safe, be well,